Alrighty. This is not a normal video style I do, but I really got to talk about something that's been pissing me off, grinding my gears, you know, rusting the bucket. Take whatever saying you pick. I'm here to talk about Call of Duty. Now, I'm sure this will not reach a grander audience. I'm sure that this won't reach many people, but I feel like I gotta say my piece. I'm not a professional critic. I don't do reviews for video games. I'm just the average schmo who likes to enjoy COD. I am the average consumer, and so I feel like that makes my viewpoint all the more valid, is that I am not biased by anything. I am simply just the player. So, as a lot of you already know now, Call of Duty Black Ops 7 has been announced, and I feel nothing. I feel absolutely nothing. I don't even know what to say. I feel like we just had Black Ops 6. And I want to talk about a couple of points here. This is not in any order. This isn't scripted. I'm just talking about points. So this is going to be all over the place. But way back, I believe it was Call of Duty was supposed to be bought by Microsoft, right? So Microsoft bought Activision Blizzard, and Activision Blizzard has the legal rights to Call of Duty. And I believe in this acquisition, they did promise that they were going to no longer do yearly releases. Call of Duty finally will no longer release every single year. All right, this was January 20th of 2022. You have been living under a rock if you did not catch the news that Microsoft acquired Activision Blizzard. Wow. Everybody celebrated. Everybody rejoiced. What does that mean? They said, are annual releases a problem for COD? Yes, releasing Call of Duty games every year has clearly compromised the final product of recent COD history. You don't say. I haven't felt excited for Call of Duty since Black Ops 4 came out. Since Black Ops 4 came out, I wasn't feeling it. I really wasn't. Modern Warfare 2019 came out, and I did enjoy that one. And then they released Cold War, which I actually did enjoy that. And I was like, okay, but when it was announced, when it was released, Cold War was the only one I was excited for. Even with the new Modern Warfare, I was like, okay, this is obviously a cash grab. Turns out it was actually pretty decent. And then Cold War, that's just my jam. I'm a slut for the Cold War. I love that era of history. Every other COD that's been released, I just haven't felt anything. And it's been so painfully obvious. And they said, after months of speculation, Activision Blizzard has confirmed that annual Call of Duty release schedule is no more. When was this? 2022. So this was announced just about 3 years ago. And what do you fucking know? They're still releasing a Call of Duty every single year. It's like, okay.
So that was a fucking lie.
So that's one thing that's been bugging me. Here's the other thing that's been bugging me. Normally what Call of Duty does is that they cycle between a Treyarch game, an Infinity Ward game, and then some other company wants to take the reins, like Raven Software or Sledgehammer. They swap. Every year, they cycle between those three releases. And so what they did with Modern Warfare 3 was they just went back to back on that shit and gave the developers absolutely no time to create a proper game. If you don't know what it was, by now you should. It was meant to be an expansion DLC that they ended up just, let's just throw a bunch of shit on there and call it a new game. $70, take it or leave it. And fans were not happy. Like, at all. And then, not learning from their mistake, they are doing that shit again. Black Ops 6 was released, and I'll admit, I played it. I didn't buy a single Call of Duty since Cold War. And then I played Black Ops 6 because, I'm a slut for the Black Ops franchise. And I honestly, full game was like a 6.5 out of 10 at the start. I'm gonna put that in an asterisk at the start. I'll come back to that. Yes, the campaign was actually pretty serviceable. It wasn't terrible. I did kind of get confused at a little certain parts of it because it was kind of all over the place. I did enjoy the standard gameplay loop of the zombies. That was actually really fun. And the multiplayer, the Omni movement, I can understand why some people didn't like it. I actually did like it. They somehow allowed you to move a lot more without being so just blatantly way too fast like Warzone is, where you can just sprint up 2 flights of stairs at Mach bitch. And that was pretty much it. I did have a couple gripes. The maps for the zombies were not zombies maps. They were just places that had zombies on them. Like when you think of Black Ops 2, you think of the zombies maps there. It's like, yeah, that shit had atmosphere. It was terrifying. There was fucking lava all over the floor. You knew you were playing zombies. Like, the zombies maps just look like multiplayer maps, but with zombies. And then I started looking more into cosmetics and unlockables and multiplayer, and things just didn't seem off. And to my fucking surprise, they were using AI for a lot of their cosmetics and unlockables. And that got me thinking, you know, there was something off about the campaign. Like, I couldn't quite place my finger on it, but it just felt weird. And now knowing that they used AI for the game, I'm like, holy shit, was this campaign written by AI? It's entirely possible. I actually believe it was. Because in a normal Call of Duty, there's an overarching goal that the characters are supposed to meet, and every mission you do is going towards that goal. Whereas in Black Ops 6, you play a mission, you complete the objective, and then that's it. And then the next thing happens. Okay, so now we're doing this thing. You complete that mission, and then the next thing happens. And it's just like, the story events aren't all connected. It's just this happens, then this happens, then this happens. Game over. And there was all these different, like, plot points and twists that just meant nothing for the game at all. It was just so disconnected. It was enjoyable. It was, dare I say, entertaining. But I didn't know what to take from the story. Like, at all. I do love the safe house thing. I do love that casino level, but I couldn't tell you right now what the campaign was even about. I actually can't remember. I'm sitting here thinking, I cannot remember. I remember what Cold War was about. Tracking down Perseus and finding out all of his colleagues in the secret spy ring. I remember that whole deal, and stopping a nuclear catastrophe. I remember that game. When that brings me to Black Ops 7. What do you think we're going to get this time? We're gonna get AI slop, shit that was rushed because they didn't give the developers enough time to make a proper video game, and I can't help but feel apathetic for this franchise. There's no life in it anymore. And you ever notice, every single Call of Duty release, IGN or some other game critique comes out and says, this year's Call of Duty is the complete package. They say that every time. Like, what does that even mean? What do you mean by complete package? Like, as in, you're gonna be packing a 9-inch horse cock and shaft me with my $70? Is that what that means? I don't get it anymore. I just want to be wowed again. I just want the game to take the gloves off without just blatantly shock value. It's just, I don't know. I'm upset. I don't know if there's even a real point to all of this. I just wish Call of Duty was better. I just wish Black Ops 7 was not going... How do I say this? I don't want Black Ops 7. It is too soon. It is just too soon. Like, even on the official trailer, look at all the comments from a COD player. Thank you for making it easy to choose Battlefield 6. They actually made me pre-order Battlefield 6. Black Ops is starting to feel like the Fast and Furious of video games. Best advertisement for Battlefield 6. Guys, I think we owed Battlefield 2042 an apology. Oh my god. How do you completely ruin a franchise in 5 years? Activision, hold my beer. I showed this trailer to my grandma. She pre-ordered Battlefield 6 too. My expectations were on the floor. You guys bought a shovel. Thanks, Black Ops 7 trailer. I was on the fence about Battlefield 6, but after seeing this, I just pre-ordered the Phantom Edition. Battlefield devs should cut you a check for the free advertisement. If I wanted to fight robots, I'd just rejoin the Helldivers. Thanks for saving me $70. This is a great Battlefield 6 ad. Battlefield 6 for the win. This actually ended up just being a video about Battlefield 6. This is the best Battlefield 6 ad I've seen yet. Like, I guess that's the silver lining to this. You know what I am happy about? I'm happy to see that everyone is finally starting to wake up. And of course, when this game releases, content creators are still gonna buy it, dumbasses are still gonna buy it, and that's the reason why I do believe Call of Duty is never, ever going to stop its downward spiral of just corporate greed. Because people still supply them with the funds, so they're like, well, obviously people must be enjoying this form of content release, so we're gonna keep doing it. That's never gonna go away, but the overall opinion of the game is just plummeting. And I guess that makes me happy. Because I started to get upset with this back in Black Ops 4. A game that even a lot of people were like, that wasn't that bad. I'm like, bitch, they didn't have a campaign. What is the point of playing Call of Duty if you don't have a campaign? And then, what are the campaigns we get? This shit.
Fear makes you easier to control. It's time.
All right, right off the bat, what the fuck am I looking at? We're already starting with these weird spirally, these like, is this an illusion? Is this that like illusion bit that happens in the early, sorry, not in the early, in the other Call of Duties where you just start seeing some weird shit?
Time to wake.
Your streets shall once again run red with your blood.
Raul Menendez ignited global unrest on an unprecedented...
All right, so now we're bringing back Raul Menendez.
What?
Like, I just... Really? So, we're bringing this back. All right, so... So Black Ops 1 had its own complete, unique story. The story of Alex Mason getting brainwashed, and he ended up being a sleeper agent to assassinate JFK. Super cool story. Black Ops 2 at least built on those original characters, but then had their own unique story after that with the main antagonist, Raul Menendez, which was very, very briefly mentioned in Black Ops 3 as a throwaway. The Black Ops 3 had absolutely no ties to Black Ops 2. And now here he appears again in Black Ops 7. What?
Spectre 1, report.
All right, here we go. We're tripping balls again. All right. So Black Ops 7, Black Ops 6, Black Ops Cold War. Yes, Cold War. We are skipping Black Ops 5, by the way. That doesn't exist. There is no Black Ops 5. But the last 3 Black Ops campaigns are just video games about guys in the military tripping on acid. That's what the story really is. It worked in Cold War because it actually mattered to the story. Black Ops 6, it did not. You just tripped balls and you killed zombies in a campaign, and that was it. After that, no more. You're done. And then we had another thing with that one chick, I already forgot her name, who apparently was really, really important to the story, but you don't know that till the last mission, so then you feel absolutely nothing. And now here we are again, tripping balls yet again.
This isn't real.
The hell it ain't!
All right. What? What the action? This is the campaign? What? What?
Now.
All right, so now we're playing Attack on Titan in Call of Duty. Bro, what is happening? What timeline are we in? Is this after Black Ops 2 but before Black Ops 3? What I mean, what is happening? Why? Okay. Chronologically, we got Black Ops 1, then Cold War, then 2, then 7, then 3, then 4. I think? Well, 4 doesn't have a campaign. Why are we... See, this is the sign of, okay, we have run out of ideas. So we're just going to go back through and artificially fill the gaps on things that people didn't need or necessarily care about. Like, it's hard to look at this trailer and just feel anything. I just don't feel anything. This is not Call of Duty anymore. This just isn't.
Get the Reznov Challenge Pack when you pre-order now.
Oh yeah, that's a really good way to keep my immersion. Give me fucking advertisements of shit that just... Like, I feel like I've seen this all before. I just feel like I've seen this all before. I don't know. I don't know if I'm being too harsh. I don't think I am. I think I'm just apathetic. I don't feel anything for Call of Duty anymore. And I've never been a Battlefield person ever, but I might actually try Battlefield 6. I might actually play it. I play Call of Duty for the campaigns. Maybe that's my problem. I just don't feel anything for this franchise anymore. This horse has been dead for a long time, but goddamn, they just keep beating it. There was no rhyme or reason for this rant. I just feel like I needed to state my piece, just toss another video into the catalog of people complaining about Call of Duty again. But I'm not doing it for clout, I'm not doing it for money, I'm just genuinely trying to state my piece from the view of your average player. No, I don't have a big name attached to me, I don't have a big following. This is just how the average Joe feels. Just nothing. Absolutely nothing. But I don't know. I don't do outros. Y'all know this fucking